Hi, my name is Juan, and this is my chocolate taste test project. I decided to do my project on Japanese Kit Kats. The reason I did this is because I got really into them like about 2 years ago, and I thought it was a great idea. So basically, they come in a variety of flavors, like a lot. There's like over 300 types of different types of flavors, only in Japan. And many of them are regional and seasonal, meaning that you can only get them in certain areas in Japan, and seasonal meaning that you can only get them certain time of the year. Key thing to note about the Kit Kat brand is that around the world it's owned by Nestle, and here in the United States it's owned by Hershey's. So basically, my question really that I've been thinking about since like I got into Kit Kats was like, do these Kit Kats like do these Kit Kat flavors, them being exotic, catch the attention of like the participant in terms of appearance and smell? Like, do they smell good? Do they look good? Do the appearance and smell match the taste and texture of the chocolate? So basically, if they look nice and smell nice, would they taste nice and feel nice? And based on the overall results, should the United States here, the Hershey's brand, should approach the same thing that Nestle is doing around the world. These were the chocolates that I was testing. I tried to use chocolates that aren't very like the flavors that aren't very that you wouldn't really expect. So like one of them being sweet potato, peach, pudding, and whole grain biscuit. These are the ingredients. The certificate cats, I took pictures of them. You can see on the right side, and on the left side, I just put it in text to make it easier to read. One thing to note that these are mostly based on white chocolate, and the flavor usually comes from powder. As you notice that, like in the peach flavor, it's peach juice powder, and then in the sweet potato, they use sweet potato powder. So that's an interesting thing to know. So basically, my protocol and script for this is that participants will try 4 different types of flavored Kit Kats. They will be scoring the Kit Kats based on a specific category. In those categories, the participants have to rank them on scale 1 to 4, 1 being the weak, 4 being the best. The participants do not know the flavor of the Kit Kat, only I know. So that means the experiment will be a single blind. The categories that will be scored will be based on appearance, smell, texture, and taste. So basically, first they will rate it on appearance if it looks unappealing or appetizing. Next, they will rate the smell if it's blank or strong. Then they will rate the texture if it is coarse to creamy. Last, they will rate the overall taste if it was awful or delicious. So this was basically the table criteria. Kit Kat 1, Kit Kat 2, Kit Kat 3, Kit Kat 4 were just placeholders. So this is the raw data. Uh, the These are the tables of the participants. There was a total of 5 participants. And based on this raw data, I was able to calculate the average. And basically on appearance, they all got pretty high scores. Um, Whole grain biscuit didn't seem too um, appetizing as compared to the other ones, but it's still relatively high. Um, the smell was once again pretty high, except for that little outliner of sweet potato. And so basically, the appearance and smell were, since they were high, that meant that the participants were interested and did like the way the Kit Kat looked. So now on the texture and taste, they all were really, really high ratings. They were all above, relatively close to a 4. So that meant that, so what did that mean? Well, that basically meant that they tasted really good. So in overall conclusion, do these exotic flavors catch the attention of the participant in terms of appearance as well? Based on the results, yes. Uh, they were all seemed appetizing. The smell was relatively slight difference, but overall, it was considered to have a strong smell. Do the appearance and smell match the taste and texture of the chocolate? Since they had a higher rating, um, that meant that they probably tasted better than they even appeared to be. The participants really enjoyed these new flavors. Based on the overall results, should there be a more approach on experimenting with new flavors in the U.S.? I think the United States should be coming out with more new flavors. People will be welcome to try and likely to join based on these results. And actually, they kind of are. They've already come out with this blueberry muffin, the fruity cereal, which I like, and these Kit Kat duos. So thank you for listening.